Hey everybody, Connor here. So this is week 2, talking about inspiration and motivation, and I've also finally got my measurements done. So I'll start off with that, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty fun stuff. So first and foremost, my weight I kind of had to guess on. I don't have a scale, so the last time I went to the doctor, they weighed me in at I think 158, and I have a weird thing that and it's happened all my life, but I fluctuate 2 pounds this way or that way, but it changes every day. It's like, whenever I eat, it really sticks to me, and then when it's gone, it's gone. So I would guess my weight to be between 155 and 160 right now. So then I measured my bicep, right and left, flexed and unflexed. So right bicep unflexed is 13 and a half inches, and then I gain an inch when I flex, so it's 14 and a half. Left bicep is 15 inches, and then 15 and a half when I flex. My thighs are 23 inches. They're pretty much the same size. And calves are 15 inches. My hips, which is, biggest part, is 35. And then I did what Caden did, where I measured my chest up here. And so that was 35 unflexed, 36 flexed. And then my neck is 14 inches. So, uh, bridging right into the inspiration motivation, I mean, I've never measured myself before, so when I was looking through these numbers, I was seeing some consistencies like across the board, except for my left bicep. If I flex, it gains about an inch of muscle, which I like that. That's great. It's a good point to start off on, in my opinion, and it definitely gives me a range to judge off of as we're going through these weeks working out. But like things that really trip me out is that my thighs are 23 inches around, and that's almost 2 feet. And I mean, I'm a small guy, I'm 5'2", so that's about a third of my height that is really around my thighs. So that really motivated me to work out, and I actually just got done doing about an hour and a half workout. I spent the last 2 days out of town, so I wasn't able to really get anything in other than a couple of push-ups. So it was nice to get in, work on the bench, and really hit it hard when I came back. So in terms of inspiration, why I'm doing this channel, why I'm doing this workout, I'm just kind of tired of feeling like crap. Um, when I was living back home, I would take public transportation a lot, and so I would be walking more. But here, it's all cars. I mean, there are some buses, but the public transportation system out here is terrible. So I found that the amount of time that I walk is walking from my house to my car, and then I drive to work or I drive to the store, and then I walk around there. So I'm pretty thankful that my job is really physical based. I'm a houseman at a local casino, so I do banquet setup, banquet breakdown, and kind of fill in all the other places for food and beverage. So on average, I actually wore a pedometer to work a couple of months ago just to see how it changed versus what I was doing back home. And I'm still walking anywhere between 8 to 10 miles a day doing my job. So that makes me feel a little bit better, but at the same time, what if I was working a job at a desk and I wasn't getting in that exercise? It's how much worse would my legs be or how much worse would my body be. So it's really just kind of a self-realization of it's about time to start treating my body right and seeing some results, feeling better about it for myself. You know, um, so that's the inspiration on it. And also, Riley was the one who was telling me about the channel and was trying to get me involved in having this motivation, and I'm really thankful for that. So thank you, Riley. So in terms of motivation, there are a good amount of things that motivate me, although I am kind of the king of procrastination. It's like, oh, I'll do it in a little bit, oh, I'll do it later, and oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow turns into the day after, and then all of a sudden I haven't worked out in a week, and I'm like, well, what's the point now? So I'm happy to say that for the past week and a half, I've been just about on point except for the last couple of days. So what I do is every other day I do a workout, and then for every other time that I work out, I do a really hard workout, and then I do a less intense workout, and then I do a really hard workout, and then a less intense workout, and it's been working pretty well for me. I was sore maybe like the second or third time that I worked out. That was just pecs because I was benching a lot of weight, so I toned the weight down a little bit, trying to tone out instead of bulk up. Which again I've been really happy about the results. So other motivation is actually I found a new motivation today. That would be my cat. So my cat's name is Tesla. She's this big fuzzy Maine Coon cat, and when I got home, I pretty much just went straight to it to work out so that I wouldn't procrastinate on it and not do it until tomorrow. And so on the ground doing my sit-ups and everything, and she comes over and she starts, rubbing on me. And so I stopped and I went to pet her, starting to get distracted, and she runs away, kind of like saying, hey, you should be distracted. And then I got back to my sit-ups, and she came back, and she was hanging out with me, laying on the ground. And when I'm doing my, working on the bench, she'll sit there on the ground and kind of look up at me and watch me. So she's kind of been my coaching partner for today, trying to, hey, do another rep because Tesla's watching. I know it's kind of corny, but I guess at this point it's really whatever works. So other than that, motivation would be just getting my headspace right. Seeing results is something that it brings you a whole bunch of energy, and you can keep moving and keep going on with it. The trick is getting to that point of the results. So yeah, it's a little bit of a winded video so far, but that is my inspiration, my motivation, and my measurements. So we'll see how everything changes over the next few weeks in terms of more motivation or changes in my body. So I will keep you guys updated. Next video to come soon.